Peace. Dolla50. You already know. Yo, it's a link in the description. I'm getting better at this. You know what I'm saying? It's a link in the description and you can click on it. It's my website. You know what I mean? And you can further your lifespan. You know what I mean? You can be safe through the pandemic. You can be entertained. You can have a broader understanding of how you're going to combat anything. You know what I mean? My understanding is it covers anything. You know what I mean? It covers life itself. But most importantly, some time ago, I was, as a child in elementary school, you know what I mean? I took a light bulb, I took some wire, I took a desk, a drawer from my dresser drawer. I took a piece of a dresser drawer. I took a battery, and I made an invention. The invention I called the nerve tester. The nerve tester was composed of a battery, a light bulb, wire, and a dresser drawer. The dresser drawer, my mother had got me and my brother when we were kids, and it was just falling apart at the time. And I took the plate, the dresser drawer piece from the drawer, the part that you pull out. I took the piece from the drawer and made it as a platform. It was a platform like this, it was a piece of the dresser drawer like that. So I nailed the light bulb on it. It was one of those round light bulbs that with the screw. It was one of those white toilet porcelain looking light bulb holders where you put the light bulb in it, and it's got the two posts on it. It's white it's a white post made out of porcelain. Like the porcelain is the part of the toilet that's white that you sit on, but it's like ceramic. It's like it was white, like a little white ceramic light bulb holder. So I had one of those. I nailed it on. I screwed it on the dresser drawer, and I put the light bulb in it, and the post on it was negative and positive. So I took the battery, put the battery on the dresser drawer, the platform, and I put the battery, and I made a post here, a post stand up here, and a post stand up here, and I had the wire running through the length of the post. So basically, you had two posts, wire running from one end to the next and to the light bulb, so that when you held the wire steady from one end to the next, the light wouldn't come on. But as you touch the wire one time, the light would come on. I made it like that. I was mad young. You know what I mean? I was mad young. So listen, that was my science project. It was for the science fair. So when I took it to the science fair, I was all excited about it because nobody had ever seen nothing like that. A nerve tester, from Dolla50. Dolla50 was, making nerve testers like mad young. You know what I mean? So listen, I was all excited about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about school desegregation and all that. I didn't know about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X being murdered. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So they told us to make science fair projects. And when I made mine, that's how it looked. It was electrical. So I'm saying that now on this live broadcast, I don't got my fire extinguisher this time. This time I'm not putting my fire extinguisher. I'm just going to do it mad butter, like my YouTube channel, like, what I mean, just mad butter, by Dolla50. I ain't even going to get the fire extinguisher and the business card and the flag out now. I'm just pushed Father's Day, and today is summer, the first day of summer. Listen, so with that trajectory in science, I'm traveling as far as I can go. Infiniti, you know what I'm saying? The sincerity, the authenticity of my invention, the creativity, the craftiness of the idea, the determination to venture into science alone, by myself. Nobody was with me, nothing. My mother bought the dresser drawer, you know what I mean? But the dresser drawer was broke up. By the time I got through with it, I had the dresser drawer in school, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I made my invention. Listen, So I took the dress and drawer to school with my invention. You know what I mean? I gave it to the teacher. The teacher was Miss Brenner. You know, she may not be alive right now, but you know what I'm saying? If she was, she'd be bugging off the broadcast. Like, you know what I mean? He is crazy. You know what I mean? He was battling people in his mind and everything to make that invention. He was determined to make it because people was trying to battle him while he was making it. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody knew, but you know, I had my own secret thing about it. Like, it was like people was trying to prevent me from making a wire being a straight line, but if you touch it, the light come on. You know, in order to do something like that, you have to just put a donation and just hit the link on the description and make a donation. This is pure right here. This is who I am a little bit. You know what I mean? Make a donation. You know what I'm saying? It's a link, $50 link right there. You see it right there. Oh, the link. You see the link. All right, listen. So I took it to school, you know, to the teacher, Miss Brenner. She's the one that instructed all the kids, you know, to make science fair projects. So check it. You know, $50. You know what I mean? I got the best invention. Somebody made a volcano. Somebody made, you know, something else. Like, you know what I mean? My joint was electrical. You know what I'm saying? Like the internet. My joint is like, you can apply what I was doing to this live broadcast. I could change the face of this broadcast right now based on the technology I introduced in the science as a child. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm nice with it. You know what I mean? I just never really push it because I'm always distracted by niggas trying to murder people. Niggas trying to murder. I'm like, yo, I murk one of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a violent person, but I will murk a nigga. You know what I mean? I'll survive one nigga. You know what I mean? I'll survive one of these niggas that's really entertained by what I'm saying. I'll murk one of these niggas. So check it. Not being distracted by a nigga. Just, you know, still focus on what I'm saying. So listen, I took the science fair project to Miss Brenner. Miss Brenner was like, you know, what is it? I said, I named it the nerve tester. The nerve tester is to test your nerves from one end to the post to the next end of the post. And, you know, if you can make it from one end to the post with the next end, because it was a small circle. And, you know, the way I made the wire, I just twisted the wire. I didn't make it all advanced like a post holder and all that. I just took the wire and wrapped it around the wire and twisted it. And it was a little circle. And you had to hold the circle steady from one end to the next. And if you touch it, I didn't have the buzzer hooked up. I was, you know, when they made the game operation, I'm gonna get to it. When they made the game operation, they hooked up a buzzer. Like if you touch the sides, it was the buzzer come on. I was like, you know what I mean? They try and cover up how my joints sound, but check it. Anyway, I didn't know about Martin Luther King. I didn't know about Malcolm X murder and the assassination of Martin Luther King. I didn't know, you know what I mean? School desegregation in the South. I didn't know all that. I just was this pure kid in science, you know what I mean? Taking my idea and introducing it in the science department. They had the science fair, and I said, when is the science fair? You know, when is the science fair? You can't go to the science fair. I was like, they threw me with that. I can't go to the science fair. So I was like bugging as a child, you know what I'm saying? Let me throw a comment so you could throw a comment. Let me throw a comment so you can throw a comment. Because we want to be fair here. You know what I'm saying? We want to be fair here. We don't want things to be unfair with a vaccine and all that. We want it to be fair. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm traveling to infinity and I'm seeking peace and fairness and equality with my gavel plaque and the distribution of the vaccine and the process that I compose on the plaque, I'm seeking fairness. You know, you're not going to make no game operation where the doctors removing, you know, the bone and the leg and removing these body parts and if you touch the side, the buzzer come on, and it's not my invention. You don't get it. I'm saying the game operation, the childish looking game operation was from my invention. That's what I'm saying. Can anybody prove me wrong? Because I'm traveling to infinity. I'm not stopping there. I'm going further in science that no man has ever gone before. You know what I'm saying? I'm going past you, whoever's doing that. So listen. Then they came out with arcade games. They came out with all these different technologies where if you touch the button, you know, asteroids, all these different games came out. Pac-Man, Pac-Man came out. All these different games based on the technology where if you touch the wire, you know, it shoots the gun out the asteroid ship. You know, it makes the Pac-Man eat the dots. You know, all these games came out. Now I don't know exactly what the specifics were of the computer board that they were using to make the Pac-Man color and all that. I don't know all that, but I do know it appears to be based on my invention because it didn't exist before my invention. And I know the principle of the game operation, particularly that if you touch the wire, you touch the side, and the light come on. I had to. Let me explain to you in detail how I had to come about to that idea itself. Just that idea, that principle of not touching the wire, and if you touch the wire, the light comes on. You know, when you take two wires and a battery post and a light bulb, and you touch the wire, it either sparks or the light bulb come on. If you got it hooked up correctly, the light bulb will come on. You know what I'm saying? You hook it up when you touch the light bulb come on. I had to hook it up reverse, where you go the length of the wire, and if you touch it, the light comes on. Mentally, I was bugging because, you know what I mean? I had to reverse it. I had to reverse what I was thinking because in order to make the length of the wire, you couldn't touch the wire, but make the light come on. You know, I was bugging with that because I was like, you know what I mean? Let me get this wire right because I know how to do it, but I can't think it. But, you know, when I finished it, I was like, yeah, $1.50. You know what I mean? I was bugging. So listen. Then I used to go through kids doing things like swinging on me in school, busting me in the head. And I caught a couple of joints. This bitch had hooked me up to some shit with a doll baby, right? I said something like, aha, you can't catch me. And the bitch, a Jamaican bitch, hit me in the head with a baby inside of one of them hard baby doll babies in the plastic bag. You know, a regular shopping plastic bag. She had a doll baby in it with the hard kind, you know, not the soft kind, Chucky and all them. The Cabbage Patch, not nothing like the Cabbage Patch. One of them hard, cheap doll babies, right? Bust me in the head. Boom! I was like, oh, shit, bitch. Boom! Threw a haymaker. I caught the bitch with a haymaker. Boom! Caught her in the eye. Her joint swole up. Teacher came out. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? She was crying. And I said, listen, this person hit me over the head with that doll baby right there. And I punched her in the eye. And they said, all right, come to the principal office. The principal said, all right, what happened? Let me know what happened. She was crying. I said, you couldn't believe this person just bust me over the head with that doll baby right there in the plastic bag. And I defended myself and punched her in the eye. And that's the same person. He said, well, he separated us. He said, well, what do you want to take her dinner? You want to take her dinner from her? I said, take her dinner? I never even heard of nothing like that, like people using food in a fist fight. You know what I mean? I never seen food having anything to do with a fist fight. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, You know what I mean? No, it was just a fist fight. You know, it wasn't, she caught me and I caught her ass. And, you know, she crying now when I caught her ass because I hit her with a haymaker. You know what I mean? And, you know, she remembered that shit right now. You know what I mean? So listen. He said, you know, so what do you want to do? Because I could have pressed charges. This is what he was getting at, but I didn't know what he was getting at because I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I was like, take her dinner. You know what I mean? It didn't make no sense to me, take her dinner. Take her food and shit like that. I was like, I don't mess with people's food, you know. I'm doing science inventions and stuff like that. I don't mess with nobody's food. So he was like, all right, you can go ahead back to class. You know what I mean? You can go ahead back to class. And they kicked her out of school for assault. You know, she assaulted me. And she came back after she got kicked out, she came back to school and her eye was swollen out, you know, from the haymaker. And, you know, and it was a crazy experience for me. It was like, you know, I never seen nobody try and steal somebody's science project by busting them over the head. I just never seen that. This was in Brooklyn, in school, in Brooklyn, school in Brooklyn. When they had school desegregation in the South, I never knew what it was over. None of that. You know what I mean? All I knew was this Jamaican hit me over the head. And, you know, I'm just going to school purely thinking. Now, me and the girl was kind of close. We was like, she was supposed to be, you know, a real close friend of mine. You know, like girlfriend and boyfriend type of friend, you know, in school type of stuff. We never kissed or nothing like that. In the 5th grade, we never kissed or nothing like that because that was the thing then. Like people was kissing and being girlfriend and boyfriend and stuff like that. But I didn't do all that. I was just like, you know, we just cool. You know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? I wasn't loose. You know what I mean? It was people in school that was loose. You know, Jamaican kids. You know, American kids. You know, they was loose. I wasn't loose. I wasn't a loose type. So check it. When I went through that, I didn't know it was to steal my invention, but up to date, I know it was to steal my invention because, you know, I go through the resistance every time I'm talking about my invention. I never say exactly what happened. I never say that. So now I'm telling you exactly what happened, but I'm traveling that way. I'm not stopping here. So listen, get that out of here. Get that out of here. So listen, infinity is a state of mind. Infinity is a place of no return. Like if you're going to depend on getting infinity, you may not depend on the sun. You may not depend on the planet Earth. You may not depend on oxygen. You're going to always depend on oxygen, no doubt, but you're not going to depend on where oxygen is. Like when you travel into infinity mentally, you can't limit yourself from traveling to other regions. Universally, the universe. You can't limit yourself from traveling the universe and getting to another location where there's oxygen, a sun, water, you know, just like the planet Earth. You can't limit yourself. So mentally, I'm that person. I've traveled from now to infinity and all of the options and opportunities and possibilities along the way don't include being comfortable on the planet Earth. Peace. $50. You already know. My science pays.